I found a formula that works for me, a 3-part formula for sustainable motivation. Like when people hear Limitless, a lot of people think about the movie, right? Bradley Cooper, Robert De Niro. Bradley goes from zero to hero by taking a pill. All of a sudden he has incredible focus. He wrote his book in a few days. He had this eidetic memory, right? And he became a man. He had a surge of motivation. But after that pill wore off, 24 hours later, he just went back to baseline, right? And I feel like there's a 3-part formula for motivation. Sustainable motivation for me is 3 parts. It's P times E times S3. P times E times S3 will get you there. Meaning that if you are procrastinating, putting things off, think about anything, right? And also when we're talking about lies of learning, the 7 lies, there's also lies around motivation. Like I think one of the lies, limited ideas that we entertain is that we have to enjoy the action. Like the only proof and evidence somebody's motivated is they're doing something to get progressed towards that goal, right? If they're not doing it, they're not motivated. So that's obvious, physical, you could observe that, right? So, like objectively. Now, one of the lies that I feel like I learned also from you is that you have to enjoy that thing that you're motivated to do. Like I know because I follow you on Instagram very closely that you're working out and you get up early and you do it. But I asked you one time, do you enjoy it? And the response you gave me was like you hated it. Now I don't know if you feel about that like that now currently, but this was a couple of years ago. But you still do it. So nobody can question your motivation because you're still doing that early in the morning when you dislike it. So it's a lie that you have to enjoy that thing. Like every morning, I take cold showers, I take ice baths every freaking morning, right? Without fail, I never ever miss it, right? I'll go cold, then I'll go warm and cold and warm. People watch me on Instagram, I'll do 5 minutes in a full ice bath, and I hate it. I hate every moment of it. I grew up in the Northeast. I hate it, but I do it because I have a reason. So the P in this formula is purpose. Like I believe that, and it's not just intellectual reason for doing something. It's feeling it in your whole self, right? And I have a reason to do it because I'm on this mission, right? And this purpose, right? I want to in fact positively impact 1 billion brains, right? No brain left behind. So I'm very, very clear. So my reason is there, and it's not just intellectual, and it's not just pleasurable. I feel like the pain of who I would let down if I don't do this. Like I feel it because I'm that person. Like I still feel like I'm speaking right now on this video to that 18-year-old version of myself or that 13-year-old version of myself. And after you do it for so long, you just don't know any other way. But that's the P in the formula. And then what I did was like scientific method. If I was going to build the ultimate human being who's motivated all the time without fail, is reason enough? Like if someone has a deep enough reason, are they always going to be motivated? Is there any exceptions? And I was like, yes, the E is missing. They could be missing energy, meaning that a lot of people could be so tuned into their reason and know why it's important to work out every day or to read every day or you name it, right? But they ate a lot of crappy food and they're in a food coma. That might keep them from working out, or they didn't sleep the night before. Not having the proper level of vitality, physical and mental vitality, could keep you from being motivated. And then I went back into my, thought experiment. Okay, the person has deep reasons. They feel it for wanting to build this business or have that great relationship or that great body. They have unlimited energy. Are they 100% every single time going to be motivated? And I was like, no, there's an exception here. There's something missing. S3, because, and I'll tell you what S3 is in a moment, but they could have that thing too big in their head. Like, oh, I'm gonna build an entertainment company. And then, but they're not motivated because it's too big, right? Or it's confusing, right? And so a confused mind doesn't do anything. So S3 stands for a small, simple step, right? I want to have the perfect body. I want to build this $1 million company. Then that can be too intimidating or too confusing or unclear, and people never take the action. So a small, simple step, and breaking it down into what's the smallest task you could do right now where you can't fail that's going to give you progress. And it's all about energy management, because think about motivation. It's energy management. It's having a purpose and a reason gives you clarity, gives you energy. You know, the things I talk about in the whole chapter of the book on how to optimize sleep and an optimal brain diet and lowering stress, because chronic stress saps your energy, right? It shrinks your brain, right? Because once you have the motivation, you need to know, you need the right mindset, because somebody could be incredibly motivated and they can even have the methods to be able to know what to do. But I think that they're gonna, when I talk about mindset, for me, functionally, it's this set of assumptions and attitudes we have about something, right? What would fall underneath mindset would be what we believe is possible. What would fall under mindset is what we believe we are capable of. What would fall under mindset is what we believe we deserve, even. Somebody can be very motivated, they can even have the right methods, but they're gonna bump up to a psychological ceiling of what they think they're worth financially, or maybe they'll even self-sabotage potentially.